Good afternoon. Good evening, rather. It's always the evening. That is actually night time. Put on my glasses in a special way so the screen does not reflect back. Obviously we need to turn the camera on. There it is. Hi. What's in here? Nothing. It's all looking good. What we've got here. Let's load this up. Look at what needs doing. This one. Also Lucid. As well. It should start putting dates on all of them. It's because you look so. Let's focus. So Lucid, which one's that one? This one, because it's not got a date on it. 12 days ago, so it is. I should get another listen. So with this one, it's had just some stats about it. Started it. Whoa, we're in October. That's when I started this whole journey, actually. That's when I started like a big bunch of tracks. And I've narrowed it down to about 12 tracks. How many tracks have I actually started? It's a good question. I do not even know. No idea where to even get the answer because I've moved stuff. Can't remember what letter of the alphabet it was that I began on. It would have been, I guess, 3 months ago, yeah. So I've done like, oops, go back here, all the way from there to there. Wait, I can just count letters out of the alphabet. N, so that's halfway through. 13, I'm just roughly 26, 30, 39, because we're now on a different letter, so 39, 40. Yeah, so out of 40 tracks, I'm working on about 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. Yeah, roughly 12. So the ratio is about 4 to 1, which is not the ratio. The ideal ratio is something like 8 to 1, according to, the school of Mike Monday. And Mike Monday, the way, I think I've done it in a slightly different way though. I've not obeyed all the rules of the music making of the music machine, so things have gone definitely a bit differently. And whenever I've tried to do it the music machine way, there are some tracks that I start off on, and I aim to only spend 10 minutes starting each one. I end up sometimes the flow just flows out and it turns into something, and I don't want to get off it, and then I do it. That could go on for 2 hours, and then I'll have to leave because it's bedtime or whatever, or I'll get fatigued, and that just physically stops me from continuing rather than running out of ideas. So when that happens quite often. I think that goes back to how I used to make music, how I used to make and finish music. So I think possibly because I've had more experience of starting and finishing tracks, forcing myself to finish tracks rather than starting a new track and doing that 10 times and picking the best one to finish, which is, if you're starting out, that is by far the best idea. Like, that is by far the best way of making music. If I knew that 20 years ago, I'd probably have like a lot of releases under my belt, and my name would be known, because this is not something I've ever wanted to stop doing. Anyway, 10. I've heard that a good ratio is 8 to 1. So for every 8 tracks you write, one of them, maybe a couple of them, get finished, but only one of those gets released. Maybe that'll be the case. I mean, I'm aiming to, in my head, I'm aiming to finish all these tracks so I can play them out on the 20th of February when I'm playing at WOB 40 in Wrexham. But there's, we've only got a month to go to that, and I'd be a fool if I think I can release, I mean, anything really. I don't want to rush this anymore. And last year I did 1 track a month. This year I'm actually still catching up from last year's 1 track a month. I did 7 releases out of 12. Some of these releases will be sort of filling in for that. Can I send you something? Yeah, go on, Leon. Either terrapastel@gmail or Instagram, or one of those. Depending, I might be able to have a quick listen on stream or privately, whichever you want. It's just, if I start doing a listening session, I won't get anything done. When I do live streams, quite often, if you let one through, you have to let everyone play their stuff, which I do like. I do like listening to people's stuff, don't get me wrong. It's just, I'm trying to like finish my own projects and live stream it at the same time. So, but yeah, you can definitely send me stuff. I'd love hearing what you're making. Yes, the illustration is going all right, mate. Thank you very much. How are you? My hearing is getting, I don't know if it's getting better or not yet, but after an ear infection. But I'm just working through a big bunch of tunes, like doing kind of mixing and just trying to get as many of them finished as I can for the gig next month. Oh yeah, what sort of work do you do? Because there's not a lot of jobs where you can like have a live stream on in the background. Um, like it's a shame that I can't be in the car because I drive. Not for my job, but I drive lots of places, and rendering. Oh, that's a good little brilliant 3D motion, amazing. Um, yeah, and I recently found out that you can't actually, it's against the law to have a TikTok live because it's a video. So if the driver can see the video, it's like illegal. So yeah, I'm not allowed to watch while I'm driving, and that's probably that would be great if I could, because even if I just turn it like face it down or something, I'll turn the screen off and just listen to a live stream. Right, James. Yeah, yeah, it's good. While doing like household chores is a good time to tune into live streams as well. Not always on. They're not always on while I'm washing up though. Weirdly, how often do you do live streams? The illustration. Well, if a cop pops his head through the window, if he can't see it, then maybe I can just wipe the sweat off and go, yeah, I'm happy to do any kind of test, mate. In my system. Um, but yeah, I mean, this is the thing. It's kind of like a curse having a car because no one else has a car, and so I've got to do all the driving. I mean, I I have been on the bus to collect the car after going out and having a drink, leaving the car in town, taxi back, and then bus back in the morning. So yeah, there are times when I can sort of look at a phone. Just raw, Leon. So what do you want? You want me to say what you can improve? Cool. Let's have a look over here. Load up the email. Oh, there's nothing here. Maybe it's in spam. No. No. I'm just looking at my spam emails on a live stream. It's funny. No, it's not received no email. I'm sorry. Oh, it takes time. Okay. Okay. If I forget, remind me. Right. So you're doing the Trello thing as well. Do you do it for music or just for your 3D stuff? Yeah, I'm like I've tried to organize other parts of my life from it with it, but it doesn't really work for me in any other way than for like doing the music machine thing. I do updates to my scripts in here. That's kind of useful. It's great for software, any kind of software, kind of where you're developing something. I think it's really good for that. Uh, just so yeah, it could be anything that you're developing. I can't think like yeah, like artwork. If I was a painter, I'd probably do it as well. I'd have all this many paintings on the go, and I'd do a bit of an hour on one, and then I'd say I just I added highlights to leaves or something, so that I can just keep track of it. Because your brain can't remember all this. It cannot. I've tried it. Fucking hell. Like, and then you're listening back and going, what did I do? And it's too much guesswork. And sometimes it's not really that important. You can just pick up a piece of music and just listen to it as it is. But to know if you've already tweaked the snare one way is pointless doing it again. Well, depends. Nice. Yeah, it's a game changer, isn't it? Right. So I'm doing, what did I load up? This project, which I don't know what it is. It's kind of like dubstep, isn't it? With some strange sounds. I don't know if these are too loud or. So those obviously like don't have a clear sub underneath. It's definitely phasing cars. TikTok growl. I can't remember making that, and I'm pretty sure there's no notes on how I made it, but I called it TikTok growl. What's happened? Did I make notes? What's it called again? Lucid. No, no reference to a TikTok bass. TikTok bass. Sounds fun. It sounds weird as well because there's a pretty strong side chain on it. That's it off. Should it have a sub on it? I kind of like can't be bothered adding one because it means I've got to. Let's try it anyway. Sounds super loud. Yeah, I liked it. I just like it because it hasn't got sub on it for a moment, the tune. So yeah, leave it off. That's not why I've come in. I need to work out what I'm actually going to do on this session. Generally to make it flow better. I think I tried some overlapping like this. See how it goes on longer than 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. The other one ends after 4 beats, and this one I decided to make that 1, 1, 1, 1 carry on playing. I'm playing the next note that was on the other sound, which was this. So it would have been before it was. It's not even the same note, but the reason why I did that is because I wanted to create some overlap, so it wasn't just 1, 2, 3, 4, one bass, 1, 2, 3, 4, another bass, because there's loads of that in this tune. When I listened to them in the car, I had the wrong version. I had this previous version where this wasn't, where I hadn't altered this, and I thought it sounded great, and I was like, am I just not hearing the changes that I made? Yeah, and it turns out it was the previous version. And I think I like the previous version more than this one with the like I say overlapping. What it's just not overlapping anything, it's just one of the bass parts, instead of for 4 beats it goes on for 7, and the other bass part is muted for that bit. So I don't really know. I wanted to do that. So now I'm stuck between the two. Bess, thank you for following. Just 2 times distortion, everything. Yes, Martin, how's it going? I think I'm going to dial it back. But to do that, it actually only occurs once, so it should be pretty easy to. Oh, and there, yeah, it goes boom, 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 instead of just beginning. So we did a few of them. Playing on top of each other, maybe with muting some tracks and see how it flows. That's a tough one. There's all the basses have got their own time, so there's no overlapping of basses, so the only other rhythmic elements are the lead and the vocal, so we'll take them out. Oh, and that sound. Just a random. Tough drum snare. I mean, that's pretty much the toughest drum snare I could make, actually. Sounds a bit like a basketball. But yeah, it does sound less crowded with the lead, for sure. And yeah, if I just leave the lead off and put the keep on. Linksy. Rearrange. Yeah, this is problematic, this tune. I don't know what. Yeah, I've tried a lot of rearranging. The bass at the beginning has changed. Oh no, yeah. So I've like deleted some notes and made this bit simpler. Yeah, I did have that extra note. And I've even cut the lead down a bit because it was a bit overpowering. Or if these basses went any lower, they would go off the they'd go below 35 Hz, which I try and stay above. So for like maximum ribcage vibration on the right sound system. A/B colon reply. So that's kind of what it is. It's like several call and responses, this, isn't it? It's like a call and response to a call and response, and then slight variations. It's not simple though, is it? If this one is back to how it was. without the lead. Headphones gone off. Yeah. I don't know. The overall thing, I kind of want to finish it. There's not really much to solve on it if you think if this is the way it's going to be. I mean, so after it does this phrase, it does. Oh, it does want another one of those. Yep. Can't remember what there was there before. Yeah. What to do? So what I came in, no, I remember why I loaded it. I was like, right, all my other projects that I'm doing at the moment, I'm just like going, do you know what? That's enough. And then extending the arrangement. So basically like 3 minutes. So it's 3 minutes long or more, 3 to 4 to even 5 minutes. I try not to make stuff 5 minutes anymore, but so I can play it in February. And that's why I shouldn't release these until after I've played them, even though I should not be choosing to release any of these based on how I see they go down, because I've got an 8 till 9 o'clock slot, so not everyone's going to be there by that time. Probably like not even half the people who are going to be there are going to be there. I've got all my friends from Rose coming. They will all be there for my set. They wanted it early. I'm like, okay, I'll go on early for you guys. Haribo 30, no, I don't. I think Twitch is best suited for gaming, isn't it? Really. I mean, I do see a lot of music stuff on there, but I'm already gone like streaming to TikTok and YouTube, so I don't feel the need to go further than that. Really. I mean, I could stream on X. I could stream to Twitch as well. I could stream to everyone where that will let me stream, but I'm just keeping it simple for now and see how it goes. Leon, thanks for following. Did I already say that? Thanks for following. The goat, greatest of all time. Who is the greatest of all time? Thank you for your comment. Whoever it is, whoever the greatest of all time is, Muhammad Ali. He was apparently. Did he say he was the greatest of all time? Like I watch the stream and not send you a base. Yeah, still not arrived. Spam still only says 2. It's really interesting spam. Someone from like a Portuguese speaking country keeps sending me notices of like they're gonna take legal action, but it's all in Portuguese, and apparently I owe 65 dollar. What's $? Is it Brazil? Maybe it's Brazil. Mr. L. Stefanin. Oh, I better know. I don't know. Like, I should have read it out. No. It's in my spam, but it's a genuine email. It's not spam, but I've had to send it to spam because he keeps spamming me. I've even written back saying, I'm not the Terrapastel you're looking for. Right. That's, yeah. Email. More like snail mail, more like. It should get here though. I thought emails are pretty fucking. Why is it taking so long to send? That's mad. Is it going through like the sun or something? You know, it takes like tens of thousands of years for photons to leave the sun. fun fact for the day. I like to think the greatest of all time. Just how could you compare yourself? You don't even know like what the producers are like on the galaxies. Thanks, Banzicon. Much appreciated. Buns. Hina Polka with the buns again. All the buns. What if this track becomes D&B? So I got really excited about D&B the other night. The last time I did a live stream was like 2 or 3 days ago. Someone was on here and he shared a few D&B tunes, which were like their favourite D&B tunes at the moment. And it immediately lit my brain. It lit my brain up. So we were talking about D&B anyway, and how I used to make D&B like 3 years ago. I made 3 and 4 years ago. I made a shitload of D&B. 32 tracks in 2 years released. And before that, I've always been a big D&B producer trying to figure it out. So yeah, I've been saying that once I've done this 140 night in February, I will have made a lot of new sounds, and I should go through and just bounce them all, each sound to a WAV or something, and then label them really well so I know which serum preset I can go back to and stuff. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but yeah, just collect all the sounds and just make some stuff at 175 again. And I'll have like easy to drop in basses, and some of them are going to be useful, aren't they? Like some of them that won't be. It depends on the vibe of the track. When I tried to make a D&B track about a month ago, I was trying to make it, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing now. I don't know. And someone asked me, what kind of D&B do you want to make? I'm like, shit, I don't know. And I should, because it's like working at 140, isn't it? There's so much you can do with it, and there's so much you can do at 175. It's just usually it's called D&B. I know, unless it's like some kind of happy hardcore thing, but before it's ready for uploading, well, I'm 3 months in to all these tracks since I started working at 140, being the only rule for the next few months. Yeah, 3 months all these tracks are going back. Yeah, 3 months. It was in October the 22nd. Around about that time I started making starting lots of new tracks. So yeah, they should be finishing 4 months total. Otherwise I'll have nothing to play. What? I just want to play on my not all my own stuff, but I want to throw lots of what I've made on these TikTok live streams, play them out, and then release them as singles, one at a time. So you should set up a Discord. We'll solve this issue. Yes, I have set up a Discord. It's running in the background now, which I don't normally let apps do. So yeah, go to my Terrapastel server, drop tracks in there. I think is it best to DM me on Discord, or is it best to join my server? I'm not too sure yet. I think if you join the server, it's if people DM me and I'm looking at my DMs on live stream, that's necessarily not as private as it should be, and everyone can see what's privately messaged to me. But on the Terrapastel server, it makes sense because it will be public, I guess. Am I right in thinking that? But to get on, the trouble we had trying to set this up last time is how to actually share the I can't look at that for too long. That's they have like really massive emojis on this app, and it's probably my fault for pressing wave to say hi. Like, I didn't know what I was doing, and now look, I was the first one to do that, you know. Now everyone, now it's like, yay. What the fuck am I doing? I need to create an invite. Okay, so you do that, but you have to invite people. I think it's so you can run like a private. So I don't bloody know. Copy, hidden use copy button. Yeah, it's too. Anyway, so yeah, if you want, everyone, just send me a DM on Discord, and I can still play your track. Yeah, it's easy. It's possibly easier. So going back to Leon, yeah, if you can find Terra Pastel, if you can find me, add me on Discord or send me on Instagram. User781, thanks for following. Breaks in between with TMP. Yeah, breaks. Gotta do a bit of break. A few breaks to break up a D&B track, definitely. Email went through from your side. Nice. Are you running it like on a 386? There we go. Got it. It's playing. This is Leon's track. DJ Klaxon 1C. Thanks for following. Speed up. Wow, this is cool. It sounds really big. Quite unique. I mean, it's like a really big synth. It's like an epic moment. No, it just ends. Yeah, good stuff, mate. You asked me. What did you ask me? Um, bum, 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 bum. How what he can improve and stuff. Phew, I don't know if I can say really. The synth thing is just before the beats came in. The synth thing was just this big, full. I don't know what to compare it to. I've got nothing that I can compare it to. It's just its own. It's sitting in its own place. It's like this big epic thing, and then the beats like they sound like dubstep beats a little bit. Um, how can you? I couldn't say how you could improve on it, mate. It's got like and maybe put bass in it. See what happens. But I mean, it's not that kind of track, really. It sounds like it shouldn't even have beats in it. That one. It sounds like it's just I don't know, just this big moment and beats. What are beats for? You know, are they for like? I mean, they're not always for dancing, are they? The like, I guess beats kind of are asking for your foot to be tapping. I don't know, because like rappers use beats, right? And not all rap, hip hop is all of it has beats in pretty much, but not all of it is like dance music, is it? Do you know what I mean? So maybe there's an exception there, but I think beats usually for dancing. So in a track like that, it's like, I don't know. I know I could be talking shit. Like Chemical Brothers, they like make dance music, but I can't dance to it sometimes. Not all of it. Beats sometimes just sound cool, they don't they? I think you have got. Let's listen to that beat. Yes, you have got grand to go with the grand synthscape thing. You've got a reverb on the clap, so that kind of goes. Um, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It's its own thing. If it's trying to be dubstep, then obviously, if you wanted to play this on a dance floor, obviously, then yeah, there's loads you'd have to change, and I'm kind of like thinking, no, don't change that. If you wanted to make dubstep, start a new thing, start a new track, because that's got off on a step that's not dubstep. It's on like I don't know what the hell to call it. Well, I like it. Thanks for sending it. It was nice to hear it. Oh, and he was sending it from a Gmail address as well, so it should have come through pretty quick. Oh, it's because you've uploaded it, isn't it? It's because it's sometimes upload speeds are slow, aren't they? Depending where you are. No probs. Right, back in to here. I was trying. It made me think that you could have like that in a film, like with a silhouette sunset, someone walking, or just a moment in a film, short film. Don't know why. And then when the beats came in, I thought that kind of changes it a bit. It's weird. Like I've made ambient music, and that was a journey doing that. Learned a few things from it. I've not listened. I still feel like a fraud though. I feel like I haven't listened to enough classic ambient albums to make ambient music. And my definition of ambient music was very loosely just without beats, which is not necessarily what ambient music's supposed to do. I think ambient music sits well in the background and allows you to zone out and isn't trying to grab your attention in any way. But the stuff I made was, I tried to make it do that, but it was a bit too. There was some of it I might have succeeded, but I think a lot of the tracks I made, there was just a bit too much going on too frequently. But I measure my favourite ambient album is Selected Ambient Works 2 by Aphex Twin. That was my introduction to ambient music, pretty much. So that's quite rhythmic, but it's repetitive. So you can zone out in the same way, I guess, than if you were just listening to like drones that change every few seconds. You proper zone out when it's very repetitive, but soft, so soft. Just trying to combine, yeah. That's how you find out what works together, doesn't it? Yeah. I think that's where I have the most fun, is instead of just following all the genre rules, just go, oh, I'm gonna do, a cinematic synth epic, and then I'm gonna drop some dubstep beats in it. Yeah. Because why not? Oh, there's so many times I've done that and then I've gone, this ain't dubstep. Like this, what the hell is this? For an intro, there's no dubstep, and it's not necessarily. It's like I like it because it's unique, but it doesn't help me enter the world of dubstep with my productions. I'm just like, but then again, people do love new stuff, and even combined in ways that's never been done before. So, but I don't care. I'm making this for me. I want this to sound like, obviously, right. If you're in the club, right, and it's just been going off, and then suddenly you hear this, what's going to happen? People are just going to be like, this better be good. Like, I'm stood here about to cry. I don't know about to cry. I'm stood here about to, go, what the hell is this? So it better be good. And so I've set myself a challenge there, haven't I? That's one thing that probably needs fixing on this track, is the introduction. But I don't know what to do with it. It's always been there since the start. And it's probably going to end up staying there. Like, what have I got to lose? So this used to be longer. I'm going to make it longer again. Yeah. Either that or... So let's A-B them. Or this one. Oh wait, no. No. Okay, they are two very different basses. The start and end are changed. As long as it is short. So what might help now is why I came in here today is to extend this. So if I continue it, something's got to change. What is that going to be? It's very... That really helps. EQing the low mids out of there. Alright, okay. Don't worry, I won't add you to spam. Let's have a look at this on the spanner. Vision 4X. Yeah. So if we do a variation, this is how I worked out to solve this type of problem last time, was do another variation and try and subdue all the bass sounds. So basically make duplicates of everything and try and remove some of the, what you were talking about, James, the sort of mid, just there's a lot going on kind of rhythmically. There's a few different rhythms in there as well, isn't there? There's like the bum 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 bum, which is different to the other stuff that's just kind of like not that rhythm. So let's try. Now we can be in sort of a destruct mode now because we've got a duplicate here. Where does it begin? This begins there. That's a bit confusing. So it starts there. Let's do a save. Have fun, Leon. See you again. So let's just mute these for a sec. This one is hard to... Oh, wait a minute. Let's just put everything through a filter. Everything. But one bass at a time. So it's going to take a while. And if it takes a while, that's just the way it's got to be. This cabinet. Let's go into Serum, see if we can. It's just one of those sounds. It's because it's got the grind, but the grindy thing makes it the sound. So you can't really muffle a grind. It's not grind anymore, and it just sounds like low mid harmonics. Unless you do it rhythmically. So let's try it. Let's get effects table, filter table, sorry. And let's do some craziness. So, George Thomas. Sound design is so impressive, thank you. How long have you been doing this? 20 plus years. Yeah, 20 plus years. I've seen people pick up maybe, I don't know, pick up actually music producing in a few months on TikTok. Like, people have just been doing a few months. I'm like, how? If I knew what I knew though 20 years ago, the universe would have just like exploded, because it would have created a paradox in the timeline and destroyed the entire universe. Right, we've got filter table, and now we just need some modulators. Hi modulators, my new special friends. Let's go for let's just go for a nice LFO, because that's usually enough. Let's do up, so it's start resetting at the start of every bar there, at the start of every, and it's lasting one bar, so like that. Then we're going to assign that to this magic freaking plugin here, which is called EXP filter table. And it's going to sound like this. Sorry, got to turn up the scale. There we go. It's going to look like this. That's the filter. Yeah, you might say they look damn steep, Terrapastor. They look extremely steep. This is like this is like a filter, right? That's very steep. Also, why does it go off? Because it's scanning through this table here. See, it's scanning, and what the slice it's taking is what's being applied to these heights and depths. So the peaks are white, and I hate this thing when you hang over it. It's only version 1.11. I don't think I need prompting every time. But there is actually a bug in this, and I've told the EXP, and they've been able to reproduce it, and they've fixed it in the next release. So how do we stop? Let's just listen to it first, shall we? Yeah, let's mono it so we can hear it properly. So I don't want the first bit to do that flat thing, so I'm gonna move. I'm going to change to remote. So see how it says 0 to 100%. It's currently doing 0 to 100, and that's the entire wavetable. It's sweeping through from 0 to 100. But to miss out this first bit where there's no ripples, I'm going to turn up the 0 to like there. Now we've got a bit more. How about we slow the rate down? Speed it up. Yeah. Oh, you can turn the high on to preserve, so it only does the mid basically, preserves the fizz that's in the track. Totally changes that, doesn't it? Let's go slower again. I think before that kicks in, we need a little drum roll here, little tom roll. You know, it's completely changed the vibe. Let's try another shape. Square will sound weird. Big bash. Triangle. That's interesting because it kind of goes in and out. What if I can make it go? So yeah, so what I found with this plugin is I can make it, once you've got roughly a good, just kind of by putting an LFO in and stuff, go through some shape, wavetables, and I'm going to, this one sounds good so far, and then kind of tweak it so it gets to a rhythm that you like. Kind of like that. Maybe if it just snapped a bit more at the end. Like. Or. Yeah, it might be best hand automating this, because on the website for this plugin, it's got you using modulators, because it just means you can have, you don't have to automate it, you can just use let the LFO do its thing. But for more control, let's go in, let's dive into, oops. What's going on there? Oh yeah. Right. We want the scale. There it is. Down there. Right click on that and go show automation in new lane. And then at the end of this phrase, I want to keep the whoop at the end. So we're going to do that to turn. Oh no, not 100%. Minus 100. It needs to be. Let's extend this a bit. Let's it needs to be on 100. 0. I mean 100. Get it to 0. Oh yeah. How do you edit value? That's how. And this one, edit value 0. So when it goes to 0, that kind of removes all the filtration. which is good because I do really like the end of that. I do really like. It's like a little resonance at the end. Next, we're going to turn off the LFO and raw dog manually. I don't know if that's a relevant thing to say, but do automation instead of the LFO. I mean, control freaks would love that. Why won't it let me? Why won't it let me? Because you can't automate something. Imagine that. If something has an LFO connected to it. Oh, it's because it's on remote. Okay, delete. And now it goes red. So we're going. Let's do what the LFO was doing, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. That. What? Wait. See, I'm almost getting to the sound I wanted. So compared to how it was, it's a very harmonically rich sound originally, but it was getting in the way. But a really harmonically rich sound is that type of sound works really well in this plugin. It's definitely not a bad variation there. What about if we apply the same filter automation to here, this bit? That's, to be fair, that bit we're not actually trying to fix, so forget this bit shouldn't really be here. Should I just get rid of the lot? Yes, because we don't need it. Okay, so these are now. Next sound to chuck this magic thing on is the crank bass. What is a crank bass? It's like a crankshaft. What's a crankshaft? Couldn't tell you. It's just you crank it. It's like an old car, that, isn't it? You crank it. You just turn it instead of a starter motor. Fucking hell. It's a lot of work. I mean, it must be a small engine if you can do it by hand. Not like the car I've got outside where it's like you need to deploy like how many kilowatts of power just to get the engine started. I did work it out once. It's like 7. I don't know how many amps. Do I really want to work that out live on live stream? Yeah, I do. How many amps to start a car? Yeah, see, let's just say 500, right? Times 12 volts, or if it's 14 volts actually, but let's just say, yeah, that's 4 kilowatts, isn't it? 5 kilowatts. And your arm can generate what? I'm just guessing 40 watts. I don't know. Probably less than that. Depends on if it's doing that, maybe not much. Anyway, it's the kind of stuff I think about when no one's listening. How many watts does everything take to turn? Is that this bass now? I could resample it, couldn't I? Just really start messing. So let's do just that. She is. Is it a she? I don't know, it's blue. Why does it sound louder? There's some dodgy shit going on there. Oh, it's because it's going 10 dB. That's why. So we need to actually take off another 10. What is it like? Minus 14.1, minus 14.1. Some things you just can't do without having to do calculations in music. And that's why I think, you know, even AI, you know, you could say, make a hit tune, and it's done all those things for you, but then you've not done anything. Where's the fun? That's just like, it's just like creating spam email and sending it to 10,000 people. We'll make it the same colour. White. Turn that bass off for a second. See if we can. Tried. Some EQ in this bass because on the reverb because it sounds like. Oh, how did that one slip through? That slips through. Okay, so turns out the reverb on this sound had no high pass on it. How did I miss that? It did sound very full. Okay, that might help. No way. So this is how hard mixing is. I think there's so much stuff. You can just miss something like that. Okay, that's a lot clearer now. I did have like some ready-made reverb, parallel reverbs like this for dropping in channels instead of doing using a send reverb, which is a whole different discussion. why don't I just use Sun reverbs? And I had a built-in EQ at the end of them, so you could EQ the, especially the lows and low mids. And because I built one from scratch, it didn't have that in, and I forgot to put it in. So it sounds a lot clearer, I think, now. Let's bounce some of these into audio just so they're a bit easy to work with. This time we're going to put the sampler before the 10 dBs. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, no, let's try again. And turn it, plug data thing off, so we've got two different ones there, just to add to the complication. This one, this one, and then the reason why there's two different ones is because I'm using a frequency smearer, in want of a better name. It does have a name. And it changes the phase based on what you draw in. So the input sound is delayed, any part of the frequency spectrum is delayed by, I guess, like a full cycle of the lowest frequency. I don't know. It has a maximum anyway of like 80 milliseconds. J4K31M1, Jake 1M1, Salim, no, maybe, I don't know. What do they make? Do they make dubstep? This is the other crap. So I need to label these really well because they are, it'll be really confusing if I don't. So this is with this, which is called N phase shift, yeah. Phase shifted. Phase shifted. He's the phase shifter. I've not watched James Bond for a long time. Salem Trapdoor. Which house? Let's have just a quick listen. Not getting sucked in to big listening sessions. Right, I suppose this is like classic I can't remember what the, you know, when you're supposed to be doing something and then something distracts you. Witch ass. The witch ass. playlist. Bum bum bum. What am I even looking at? Is this? Trapdoor.
Try to look back, nah, I ain't tryna look back, nah. My expectation had my mouth run dry. I see a bitch run, but I doubt she know why. I doubt she know why, but I could introduce. All it take is magic and just a little juice. All your blow patches, your braids fucked up. Don't look like you think too much. You could think too much, I think too much. It's why I take it out, read up with me up. It's why I take a shower without your butt. That line is for me, do not touch. You can wear the heels, but don't touch the clothes. None of the filthy really throw a powder of below. Blurred out, hey bitch, I can't see ya. Sound blurred out, hey bitch, I can't see ya. Sound blurred out, hey bitch, I can't see ya. So turn this shit around, baby, I should leave ya. Sound blurred out, hey bitch, I can't see ya. Sound blurred out, hey bitch, I can't see ya. Sound blurred out, hey bitch, I can't see ya. So turn this around, baby, I should leave ya. Okay, maybe I should go. But where's let it go? Walking half an hour, bitch, I don't know. I go anywhere, I'm not going home. In the headlights in the night, look right. I'm done, I'm bored, I'm sick of this night. Better get the night. I can't feel it. No, I can't feel shit. And when the sun rises, we watching. Top of the mountain, job smoky. No way for the ground show. Wait,
BMI, eh?
give me that.
Huh? It's, I don't know I don't even know what I'm listening to. It's really weird. It's like he's just inhaled a load of something and just kind of like started making music. Where it sounds raw and kind of trippy and infected with something. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. It comes under the class of like weird music, and I like weird music, so I'm not like this, you know, I can appreciate this. But I can't say I'd listen to it in the car, but maybe if the whole I would give a whole album a go, maybe, because I'm sure there's like different sounding stuff. But yeah, interesting. Thanks for the suggestion, Jake 1M1, Jakey me. I always try and pronounce these. Anyway, good shout. I feel like my ears have been slightly cleansed after that, in a way that no other music could do. It's like, here's something completely different. Bit confusing. Why is this one peaking more? It must be louder, but it can't be. How can it fucking be louder? No, it's not. It's not that. Random. How you doing? I will eventually get around to doing another chat. Oh, you're waiting for something anyway, so that's all right. How are you anyway? I'm just adding variations. Oh, did you? On TikTok? Or it's weird how that sounds different every time. Annoying. Anyway, let's all go on a mission somewhere. Table automation. Okay, we're gonna do scale 100. We're gonna start here. Get rid of that. Revolver. Go back to LFO because it is a dotted. It's nearly 1 o'clock. Oh shit. You can't do dotted, can you? Fuck. No. Can you not? Can Shaper do it? Okay, it's a bit of a limitation. I'm gonna have to manually do it myself. So Ableton modulators don't seem to be able to do dotted sync, or like a dotted note. I mean, it can probably be done with hertz, but that's too much calculation to that. I'd have to actually get the calculator out and a chart of BPMs and how many hertz. Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. I want something quicker, a quicker solution. So I'm just going to draw any automation. Bum, bum, bum. Basically this. You can just about see the waveform, can't you? Where it's starting and ending. Oh, I don't know. That's a big one there, isn't it? It's because the note's changing there, that's why. Interesting that they're going into hardware. They must have some money, like, or are they working with? Is it their own brand? They must be working with another. I don't know. Don't know how that works. China's so on it, they can just like speak to someone in China and go, "Yeah, we need this thing built." And it's like, oh, we already have our own high-end mix boxes. Henry, what type of music are you currently working on? Dubstep, I'd say. But I'm like right in the thick of like doing a mix. And well, I'm trying to solve like tune problems. No, I'm trying to solve one. Do I know what I'm talking about? No. I'm trying to make a bass variation actually to try and add a whole new section to this tune, and hopefully that will help me solve another problem. Can you skew? I would love to skew this waveform right now. This automation I've got to do by hand. The problem is, I'm sure I've seen you can skew. Maybe on other sequences you can skew. Yeah, it's not really working. If we shift. Ah, okay. There's gotta be out there. And this is why now I understand why so much of the community, Max for Live community, who build Max for Live plugins for Ableton, have made their own LFOs, because the inbuilt one does not have dotted notes, and that's what I need right now to solve my problem. Sausage Pizza 420. This, I'm just working on a track. It needs a second section with a bass variation. So I've duplicated the basses. It's dubstep. But I'm not getting the results I want from what I'm doing. I don't want to go and download a plugin, but M4L LFO dotted. Max LFO with dotted and swung sync rates. Ooh. You could try editing the plugin in Max to include those values. I freaking did it. Here's how. Open up LFO. Click call BBU to bring up a text box. What? That's all you've got to do. That seems mad that it's that easy. Open up. Oh my gosh. Let's try this. It would be the first time I've ever actually done anything in Max for Live. Do the default LFOs in Bitwig. Can you do dotted notes? Let's go back to this again. Open up the LFO. Click call BBU in the sync window. What the fuck is that? Call. What is the sync window even, you know? Any ideas? Sync window. Yeah, I've seen the Bitwig modulators. They look really good. Call BBU. Tell me where that is.
Tutorial. This one's going to delay or the synced delay, and we're going to have a toggle switch. You can see that it's because we've got a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to highlight all these bad boys, and I'm going to kind of bring them over. I'm going to including the presentation. Yes. I'm going to title it time 0 and inspector. The presentation. Name this and call it mode. And I'm going to come down some more. I'm going to
I think he's in the inspector though, isn't he? Or is he in, what is it, this thing? Console? No. Oop. Easy to break. Call. Oh my gosh, here we go. But we're there, we're getting closer, aren't we? Call BBU. What the? Open up the LFO. Click call keep BBU in the sync window to bring up a text box. Is this the sync window? I should be on some. Yeah, this is my first go on this. Although it does look a bit like Reactor. Call BBU. Sync. See the rate? It should be tied to the rate, shouldn't it? Timing of phase. Shape and waveform. Oh. Call. Rate. We're almost there. 14030. Replace the last three lines with 1415. That looks like it'd break it because there's 14 at the moment is 4144. To add more rhythms, the first unit is in whole notes, the second is in quarter notes, the third. Oh, right, okay. I'm beeping this now. So max for live LFO add dotted notes. Dotted values in, see, yeah. What am I doing? Like, the reason why I'm not doing this with automation is because it means I've got to use my brain. Don't want to use my brain. LFO, you could say that this is using your brain, but it might save me from using my brain in the future, right? So that's like an investment versus speculation. Oh my gosh, no, I can feel my eyes burning. I got close though. I got close. This guy wants triplets. I don't. Call BBU. To add more rhythms, the first unit is in whole notes. See, they're just 30, 40, 920th, 1920th notes. So that's how many is in a 16th, maybe. Right. Interesting anyway, that, isn't it? Do you know what? I almost, James, edited the LFO in the Max for Live LFO because I want to add dotted notes because it doesn't have dotted notes, and I nearly got the prize but got confused at the end. Yes, it does, and you can toggle them, but I need them on this LFO because I want to use an external filter or VST, this filter. I want to do dotted notes on this, but with an LFO, like this modulator LFO here, and it just doesn't have it. So, another way to solve the problem is go max for live dotted LFO boss. See, someone's already built one for sure. 2021 version 1 or 2018. Let's have a look at this one. So there's no dotted on there either. LFO boss. Yeah. Do they not think people use dotted? They've got thirds here. Max envelopes. So that's, yeah. There's other ways of doing it. So I tried doing it manually. I'll tell you. to go back in here. See, doing this, I've already spent like, it feels like I've spent at least 20 minutes trying to do this already. And I get lost in these things sometimes. So yeah, it's 1/8. 1/8 dotted, which is 3/16, isn't it? Is that right? It's the equivalent to 3/16. With that in mind, I should be able to draw in some pretty good. I should be able to use the BPM. Oh, I need to close all this down, right? Okay, sorry, wait, it's got 3/16 there, look. No, can't be. But the trouble is I've got to delete all the automation to make it work. So that's good. So sorry, I should have stopped you because thanks for looking. But if I do that, it doesn't sync. If I turn it to Hertz mode, it won't sync to the project. So that'll create another problem. So this, but I think 3/16 is. But it's going too fast. So what's the other 3/16? What's double that? 3/4 faster would be 3/8. See, yeah, almost there. It's not 5/16, is it? No. No. Must be 3/16. Okay, I was wrong. It does have. LFO does have. Of course, it has dotted notes. It's just called 3/16. Yeah. Apologies. Jitter. But 3/16 might not. It might work for this bit, but it might not occur. Those peaks, each one of those peaks might not occur at where I wanted to in this next bit. Doesn't sound like it does. Yeah. And one thing I'd love to be able to do is print whatever automation, whatever LFO is there to automation. That would be really handy. But where does that end, you know? I've lost sight of what I'm trying to do. I could just resample it in that same place. I think I'm just trying to find the right filter right now, so let's have a look. So if LFO has it, that means Shaper must have it as well. Because Shaper is MIDI triggered. But it's not MIDI, so that won't help. Yeah. Dotted LFO. Yeah, so a dotted note is you get 4 notes. Wait. Beat. How many beats do you get in a bar? You get 4 beats in a bar, don't you? And then you got quarter notes, which is quarter of a 1 beat, half note, and then a beat. But a dotted note is a note and a half. Like it kind of in succession. It sounds like a bit like a triplet because it's like off. It sounds like it's offbeat, but it catches up with itself. That's the best way I can describe it. You get it a lot in dubstep. I think dubstep. I can't tell if it prefers if there's more triplet tunes than there are and LFOs like basses that use triplets than there are LFOs that uses dotted notes or dotted note timings. And triplets probably sound a bit more pleasing. Do a waltz. Waltz in. Waltz into the venue when you're like, yeah, I'm gonna waltz in. Try a triangle. Let's try a triangle. Right, let's fiddle. This. Okay, this is weird. Can't select the track. Is it because some of these keys are sticky? No. Weird. Why would it have an X through it like that? Oh, because automation's on. Yeah. Yeah, James. That's a good idea. I was thinking the exact same thing, but I was just kind of like going, when do I do it? I'm still doing it. I'm sure it sounded different compared to before. Oh yeah. That's when if I do that though, I need to do some like, yeah, that's like an endless variations, and I don't really want to do that because it means too much thinking afterwards. So just kind of edit it. So can I do there's some variations. So yeah, let's do it. Let's make it happen and record straight into the directory, which is bases. I haven't done a new folder for 2025, so 2025, which is the year. This is the year 2025. And it's got off to a flying start. I'm joking. I mean, like, you know, personally, it ain't bad. But... Boom. First one. Yep, 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 yep. Oops. Boom. Let's try another one. Put the phase down. Sounds a bit distorted, doesn't it? Flip this, by the way. You can flip it. This is EXP filter table. Ooh. Oh, don't crash. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Ah, no. Yeah, that plugin is still a bit of a... Still needs a bit of work, I think, to crash like that. I just knew that I was going to crash then. Did you hear it go? It's like, no, no, I don't like what's going on. And Ableton's just like, no, neither do I. Would you like to recover your work? Yes. Yes, I would. There are some plugins I know that I have that can't be relied upon to do a total recall, especially after a crash. Luckily, I've got none of those plugins loaded at the moment. It's only one, actually. Maybe more than one, but I at the moment none. But filter table might not recall, which is why I'm glad I've resampled everything. Shit, it's nearly half one. I should probably go. This should signify the beginning of the end of this live stream. But let's load it up and see if it worked. Oh, it said something was unsuccessful then. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's forgotten. It's forgotten something. Ah, the mapping has gone. But I think we can fix that pretty easily just by doing that. No. Oh, it's forgotten everything. Yeah, yes. Needs work. This plugin needs work. It was order 6, wasn't it? Reversed. There we go. Pretty much got it back. But obviously you don't want that from a plugin. You want it to be completely reliable, don't you? Anyway, I couldn't get any more better sounds out of it anyway. The original is still there. Still got that sound. I'm happy with that. Did it remember this one out of interest? No. No, it didn't. This one. Yeah. Yeah, that is really annoying. Because I can't even remember what fucking... It's remembered all the parameters, but not the wavetable that was loaded. And I cannot remember what it was. I might be able to do by visual. I think it might be... That was it. Yeah. It was an order 7 triangle. Look at that. I'm just going to save it like that because I think it was that one. Here's a weird one. Look, I can't go back. I can't reset that. I wonder if that's because it's controlling the automation. Some buggy shit going on right here now. Right now, buggy shit. Some other things have gone. Some other things have gone a bit funny as well. Shape of MIDI. Oh, it needs mapping. That's why. Okay, so turn it to 0. This was never mapped because I changed it. Yeah, there we go. So the reverb is back how it was. Cheers, James. Which one? I'm currently loving that one. Variation. bounce, and then I'm gonna bounce. Is that where the term came from? Gonna bounce. Music producers. Let's update 32. So what we did was a bass variation. Extended arrangement bass variation. That was it in 2 hours. What was I doing? Kill Bill samples. Kill Bill. Before. Oh no, I've got to go right at this moment, mate. No. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, James, too late. No. I really want to hear it, but if I don't go to bed now, I'm gonna feel like shit in the morning. Oh, save it for next time. Definitely want to hear that. That sounds mint. I want to do a remix of some crazy. I feel like I can't give the secret away because it was really. It was so silly. I should make it on live stream, but then so it won't be a secret then, will it? But I don't know what to do. But yeah, please send that me next time I'm online. Definitely. Right. Anyway, take care. I have to go. I've bounced that now, and that is saved. My brain's not working. It must be working. I mean, it probably is working, but yeah. Right, saved, bounce, done. Take care, guys. I shall see you soon. Lots of love.